Now to a new chapter in a lawsuit against a baker who refused to specially design a cake ordered by a transgender woman.
Jack Phillips is now asking the Colorado Supreme Court to take up his case after an appeals court ruled against him. Attorney and Denver 7 reporter Jessica Crawford joins us now. Jessica, you've been following this case, and the baker claims this is all about freedom of speech.
That's right. So the owner of Masterpiece Cake Shop does not want to create cakes that convey messages that he doesn't feel comfortable with. And that includes refusing to create a cake that represents a gender transition. So now he's taking his fight to the Colorado Supreme Court, or at least trying to. After multiple lawsuits throughout the years, Masterpiece Cake Shop owner Jack Phillips is fighting to get back into court once more.
Can the government force me to express messages that I can't in good conscience express?
In June of 2017, the U.S. Supreme Court announced it would take up a case in which Phillips refused to create a wedding cake for a gay couple. The same day, attorney and transgender woman Autumn Scardina called Phillips' shop and requested a cake for herself.
I designed the cake and told him it was going to be a pink cake with blue frosting.
Scardina then expressed what the cake meant to her.
At that point, I shared with him that this cake to me is a celebration of both my birth and the fact that I am transgender. And so the colors have significance to me. But obviously they had no inherent message or significance to them.
We were told that the colors were symbolic of changing from a man to a woman, and it was clearly a message, and I shouldn't be forced to create it.
Under the Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act, it's illegal for places of public accommodation, like retail stores, to discriminate against protected classes of people. Protected class includes transgender status. Scardina sued under the law, and a trial and appeals court ruled that Philip violated the law, in part because it said the pink and blue cake did not convey a message attributable to Phillips, and the cake's message was inextricably intertwined with Scardina's status as a transgender person. Phillips is now appealing to the Colorado Supreme Court.
I'm just hopeful that it's encouraging to everybody to understand what their rights are, and that the government shouldn't be able to force people to speak messages or convey messages that they don't want to express.
As Scardina waits on whether the Colorado Supreme Court will take up the case, she has this message.
Well, he agrees he would make that cake for somebody else. He will not make it for me, only because I'm transgender. And as soon as that stops, I think the world is a better place.
Now, Phillips is represented by Alliance Defending Freedom. They're also representing another Colorado resident who sued to avoid making wedding websites for gay couples. Now, legal experts are saying that our conservative Supreme Court will likely release a ruling in June that reflects that businesses likely will not have to serve a wide swath of the population based on their own First Amendment rights. Live from Lakewood, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.